For the 18th straight year, the Northwest Missouri State football team is in the Division II football playoffs. An incredible feat for them. But before we get to Saturday's game, one Bearcat earning an MIAA conference top honor.
After the season, I was like, I feel like I've had a pretty good season, but it was nowhere where I wanted to be. And I told him, I was like, I don't care, if I'm trying to chase Zach or chase, what Sam did or what anybody else did. I want to be one of the best defensive linemen to ever play here.
Looks back toward the right, nothing there, and he'll be sacked. Brought down by Elijah Green that time.
Northwest Missouri State defensive lineman Elijah Green joins a pretty impressive group of Bearcats being named MIAA Defensive Player of the Year. The likes of Sam Roberts, Matt Longacre, Dave Tollefson, and many more.
I don't think it's fully sunk in yet, but obviously it's an amazing thing.
Green finishes the regular season with 11 sacks and 21 tackles for loss, both league best.
Elijah coming in for the big sack.
Fun to sit back and just see the progress he's made in 365 days. He was a solid starter a year ago and a key contributor into our run in the national playoffs last season, but the transformation that he's made between last year and this year is remarkable.
And if it wasn't for a few changes along the way, who knows if Green is sitting here as the MIAA Defensive Player of the Year. Head coach Rich Wright remembers the day he sat down in Green's Maryville home all those years ago to recruit him to Northwest.
Came in as a linebacker. We just felt like, that wasn't his fit, for what we want our linebackers to do. He was more of a plug guy, and we wanted more of a speed guy.
Green initially recruited to play linebacker until Wright talked him into playing as a down lineman on the interior before ultimately playing on the outside.
I just wanted to play. I didn't care where it was at. And I remember I was just a freshman, and Coach Ray was like, well, you'll be a 2D lineman, today, just being there. So I was like, oh my gosh, why would I not? You know what I mean?
It's all worked out for Green and the Bearcats. He's been a force on the defensive line, and the Cats are back in the playoffs again.
Every single day working with Zach and all of the other guys, it's just a big tribute to them. Because if they weren't willing to come in and work with me, I don't know if I would have been able to do it myself.
It's just been a neat process to watch him grow, not just as a football player, but as a person. He's the type of kid that you'd want your daughter to date, and I got two.
It's going to be quite the challenge for Green and the Bearcat defense on Saturday in the first round of Super Region 3. They take on Ouachita Baptist, who has the 4th-ranked offense. Northwest on the road trying to advance in the region. Kickoff set for 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon.